of Allegiance, Stacy.
Mike Walsh.
Been here.
Present.
Trevor Warren.
Here.
Stacy Oakham. Yes, present.
We got the
Michael
issues
Gunther.
here. Yes. Present.
Mary Wiles. Here. Anthony Campbell.
Show up.
4-0.
We stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Robert, you want to do invocation?
No, Brandon should have to do it. It's late.
Need a motion to adopt the agenda. Make a motion to adopt the agenda. Second.
Trevor Warren.
Yes.
Stacy Oakham. Yes. Michael Gunther.
Yes.
Mary Wiles. Yes. Pass 4-0.
Bill 2023-0025, release contracts. That's our contract to tear down the building right there.
You ever read it? You guys already approved the bid, so you put it out for bid, but it didn't get posted because.
So what do we have to do?
Motion for first reading.
I just read the first page.
Make a motion for the first reading.
I'll second.
Hey, should we change that around to cross that out and make it to, they're going to the rock too, so that'll be that 12 that we anticipated.
He's got an amount.
That's what I asked about the asbestos stuff too, is what I was waiting.
Well, so
They had sent us a revised.
can we leave it,
all that. It calls for the change orders in the contract, so I think those things are anticipated, that you guys already approved those funds.
and then we'll have our back here, then
So I think we're on
There's a change order.
Well, that was my last week, I said.
Trevor Warren.
So this will all clear, I can approve the change order, so, but I think we anticipate him doing the asbestos removal, which I think is going to be 1,000, 2,000. And I told him what our all-in budget was at the max. Like I said, can you do the rock and lay it all out and everything before he assures me he can, so we should be in, I think, a month, so. I figured they can go in there, knock it out, tear it all down, and have the rock and everything done, and then it's ready for use.
What about the trees?
They're gonna take all
They're gonna take that all out,
that big beam tree.
compact it,
Everything.
sub-base, and then
Yes.
put in what kind of?
Sure, he'll put in 1 inch clean or 1 inch base on the top.
Probably put 2 inch.
Yeah, 2 or 3 inch on the bottom, and then 1 inch base on the top.
We didn't tell them what we wanted there.
I think Kevin is smart, very smart man enough to build a
I mean, if
pad.
they put a pad that's 3 inch clean, I don't care.
I got, that's probably one of the simpler projects I would anticipate them working on, so. I think he'll do a really good job. He likes doing that hometown stuff for him, so.
Okay, so Trevor Warren.
Yes.
Stacy Oakham. Yes. Mike Gunther.
Yes.
Mary Wiles. Yes. Pass 4-0. That was the first reading.
Ordinance authorizing the mayor of Dixon to enter into a contract with Reese Equipment Company LLC on behalf of the city of Dixon, where the city of Dixon requests a bid for demolition of a building located at 300 South Island Street, and whereas the Reese Equipment Company has the lowest bid, and whereas the city previously voted to accept the bid, be it ordained by the mayor and the board of aldermen, city of Dixon, the contract which is attached hereto hereby, agreed to the card hereof, Section 2, the mayor is authorized to sign and accept contract on behalf of the city of Dixon. Section 3, this ordinance shall be in full force and effect of the date of its passage. Second reading.
Make a motion for a second reading.
I'll second that.
Trevor Warren,
Yes.
Stacy Oakham,
Yes.
Mike Gunther,
Yes.
Mary Wiles, yes, pass 4-0.
Ordinance authorizing the mayor of Dixon to enter into a contract with Reese Equipment Company LLC on behalf of the city of Dixon, where the city of Dixon requests a bid for the demolition of a building located at 300 South Elm Street, and where the Reese Equipment Company has the lowest bid that bid, and where the city agreed to vote to accept it and be obtained by the mayor and board of aldermen of the city of Dixon. Section 1, the contract which is attached here to is hereby approved and will be part hereof. Section 2, the mayor is authorized to sign the city contract on behalf of the city of Dixon. Section 3, the ordinance shall be in full force and effect from the date of its passage. Need a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second. Trevor Warren,
Yes.
Stacy Oakham,
Yes.
Michael Gunther,
Yes.
Mary Wiles, yes, pass 4-0.
Next up would be the balance sheet adjustment. That's a recommendation from our auditor. Our balance sheet's been jacked up for many years. I think we talked about this last.
You sent that to us, right?
Yes. And we looked at it last.
We looked at it last meeting.
We just haven't
We're going
approved
to
it.
vote on it.
And the entry will be made as of the 9/30/2021, and then we'll go forward from there. And she's going to do 2 more audits, 22 and 23. This is what she wants done. Anybody wants to look at it, they're welcome to.
So we have any issues
This is
with
what we
that?
talked about.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah. Did
It's a
not
recommendation
change.
from there. We'll put that note in there. That information will still be available. It just draws a line in the
Have
sand
a working balance sheet.
Yes.
versus
The
a,
balances that make sense.
I don't know what you call that.
A non-balancing sheet.
One year doesn't matter.
I'll need a motion to approve.
Yeah, make a motion to approve the balance sheet adjustments for the Jupiter transaction.
I'll second.
Trevor Warren,
Yes.
Stacy Oakham,
Yes.
Mike Gunther,
Yes.
Mary Wiles, yes, pass 4-0.
I don't anticipate any closed session. I don't think anyone wants to do anything. So, motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Trevor Warren,
Yes.
Stacy Oakham,
Yes.
Michael Gunther,
Yes.
Mary Wiles, yes. 6:14.
That's a pretty good turn, yeah.
I've gotten better at reading those things. Move. I'll have a budget.
But you might have more than one. Who else? We don't have these sheets. I'll make you a copy of these and then this one, but- So, the budget for 2024 is the same as it was last time. Last meeting, I did update some estimate for this year a little bit.
We'll go to school clerk. Who's going first?
We can do race week, so it's.
And I just point out one thing, it looks like that we will be over, we'll spend more money than we have revenue, but be aware that we are spending some money that is in the ARPA fund that did not come in this year. So that money, it came to in 22.
To carry over.
Is a carryover. So, and that spending is,
Does that account for all of it?
yes, that
I knew
accounts
I
for
knew our
all
sales
the-
tax was down, so.
Yes,
I knew how much.
but that accounts for all of it, because the estimate is 80,000. So, and we're 62 over, so we're really pretty good of the revenue and
It
expense.
just appears the first one.
Yeah. And that will be that way going forward a little bit too, because we still have some.
I knew you had said something about the sales tax.
Yeah, it's little.
It's less than what we planned
Yes.
for. And
And
we only did a 1% increase of it last year, didn't we?
let's
Two.
see.
We did a 5 the year before. Less than we
We went from 288 to 302. And right now I'm at 276. Now I might be low for September. August was a big month. It was bigger than I anticipated. It kind of runs in a cycle because of the quarter payments. Some people pay quarterly in their sales tax, so then we get money, a little bit different. We don't get it evenly for the months. Anybody have any other questions? We're doing Lacey first. In the library, Lacey got $10,500 in grants this year, which is really helpful. But the tax revenue that is allocated for the library by the state does not cover expenses, so we're going to have to cover some of her expenses from other funds.
So the 66, basically the 70,000 is what the expected expenditure for, do I understand that right?
For the library?
For the library?
59 is,
See the 59, see.
are you on
Am
the
I looking?
That's,
69.99.
Look at your big one, Mike.
Down with
Look at the
the.
big one.
he's looking at
Little size paper.
what's already in there for you.
Yeah, this one. Look at this
Second
one.
page from the back,
Second
they see
from
your
the last
files.
Yeah. Your
Account
05.
number.
Or you even- Oh, she doesn't have the
It's
one.
not.
here.
We're about to start quizzing, we use that.
Oh, okay. You might need a line item for
Okay.
Second one.
It's in there.
Yeah, what's in there? But that's spending her grant money. You see what I'm saying? She's not gonna get that grant money next year.
Well, maybe.
But she's not, well,
I'm
she
gonna
might.
try.
But we haven't put it in there.
Well, I haven't spent it this year though, is what I think she's trying to say.
Yeah, I'm just saying she hasn't spent on it.
I've only spent 500 of it, but it got taken out of my supply budget from this year, because we didn't have yeah, we didn't have
But
a
we
line
have
for
one
it.
now.
So, but the $500 that I spent out of that, there was no grant spending line at the time, so.
Okay.
But she's going to spend her grant money next year and maybe or maybe not get more revenue. So yes, we're going to be
So you got her here, that she's got 7,000, right? Is that left for this year?
Well,
So
I
we were
put,
estimating I'd spend $3,000 before the end of the year.
yeah, and we might or
And
might
I
not.
probably would.
Okay.
Do you feel that, like, a lot of this is on you, as you said, that's your first time doing it, so do you feel like you'll be able to get another grant? Do you need money? Do you have any money? Where do you feel on that?
Like I said, I'm gonna certainly write another grant. Of course, I'm not on the grant committee, we can't give myself a grant, but I'm definitely gonna write one again. Or more. But, as far as the budget that Kelly and I discussed at the time, proposed next year's budget, everything looks good to me as far as, like, I don't feel like we have to make
So, like, anything-
adjustments because of the copier, because like, we didn't, last year, you guys didn't know I was getting a new copier, so like, that wasn't factored in, it's factored in.
Is there anything big that you need next year?
Big?
Something that's broken, something needs replaced?
Not that I'm aware of, but then again, who's to say sometime we're breaking into the library again?
Is the building okay? I mean, the building or?
Not that I'm aware of, personally. Everything seems to be in good working condition, and
Everything like that, all that should be.
they seem to be in great shape.
I didn't know about.
That I don't know.
They came in
They
swing.
came in 20, so
That's
there's.
the only thing I know that people do it, they can spray the colors.
They love it.
We had.
When they put those through that.
Spray for bugs.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that's the only thing I know, people do. Like,
Yeah.
frequently,
Or just as needed.
It's been done once since
As
I've been
needed.
here. Yeah. Been done once since I've been here. Oh, twice, yeah, I guess twice.
And you can make that, we can make that part of the regular.
I mean, I was thinking for
Like even this building, when they're
Like to
going.
have
the maintenance shed down there, probably wouldn't go bad. The old. Boy, I'm not gonna get digging around in there to find out either.
Me neither. That's the only way. There's spiders there.
There's one thing I don't like, and that's spiders. I really don't like spiders.
No, I feel like everything that's proposed looks good to me. Like I said, one huge issue was that we went over with the copier because we got that new copier and obviously it was a cost that we didn't factor in last year.
But you use it a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's wonderful.
You got your email, what you figured out, right? The email, like the scanning and.
Oh, yeah, okay. But yeah, everything else looks good. We just need, I guess, should we have to get line now? Because like one issue was that I did spend that $500 and now I don't have any budget left for the year. Because there was no line item for that.
Well, we can move that.
Yeah, we can always adjust.
We can move that.
That's,
Okay, because there's some stuff that I definitely will need before the end of the,
we're not restricted to
Okay.
spending into that.
so I have $500 left.
You're saying you have 500 in supplies that needs to go down the grant, right?
Yes, because that,
Yeah.
it's, I can email you the copy of that receipt if you'd like.
So the medical issue, 35. 65, next year, is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, I'm saying for this year.
We're reclassing this year.
Okay.
Yeah, because I spent, so I got that separate $500 grant from Fort Worth with Print Shop.
Oh, okay.
And I spent it and had to, it was very specific on spending. And so when I did though, it got taken out of my supply budget.
Okay.
Because we didn't have a line item.
Gotcha. I was thinking it was part of your $10,000.
Nothing that's on here for next year needs to be separate. It's good. Everything for next year looks great.
And you think you'll spend that 3 this year?
I do.
Okay,
I'm gonna get with Kelly probably by the beginning of next week on that.
great.
Is there any issue with that recommendation?
And John, keep up with the work.
Good.
Yes.
Doing a
We're
great job.
trying to get more next year.
Appreciate you. That was the easiest budget we've done.
Well, if you guys are done with me, I'm gonna skedaddle on out and go relieve my children from killing each other a couple of weeks right now. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much.
Police department starts at 01-20-3.
PD's 0120, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's your time to shine.
I mean, I kind of talked with Kelly and Deanna about this, kind of went over this a little bit. They helped me out a little bit. I still don't understand the whole process, so bear with me here. I am asking for a little more than last year. It's just vehicle repair, we can never really plan that. Breaks down, it happens, we gotta get it fixed. I'll start there because that seems to be my trouble spot at the moment.
I would make a recommendation to start at salaries and other ways and like, you know, I think it'd be easier for you to try and skip back and forth. If you're gonna skip back and forth, you're probably gonna lose track. That's my recommendation. I'm here for you, but I'm just gonna tell you, you don't go line up, you don't go line up, by line, you're gonna get lost.
I go in order because then, yeah, I'll get lost, I will tell you that right
I can do that, I
now.
think.
Okay.
Salaries, we all know how the police department was with the officers that we had. I'm trying to improve that with keeping 24-hour coverage 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I'm asking basically 4 full-time officers, 2 part-time officers, the reserve officers that come in and fill in when I need them, and that's the only time they're paid. They come in and work just to keep their hours up, they don't get paid for that, it's voluntary work. Let's see.
What is it roughly for the year cost us for the reserve? I mean, like how often?
It doesn't matter how often I use reserve, because it's what that customer is nothing unless they're coming in covering for vacation.
That's what I mean.
So whatever.
They're coming in covered.
So if they work, let's say they come in and cover for 2 weeks, then officer's off on vacation, that's salary for 2 weeks.
How often, like, how often would that be?
Well, right now, it ain't been very often, because I ain't had people to do that. But this is what I'm building to. And so far, I'm only down to 2 officers, and I can make this happen. I have some reserve officers that will come in and cover periodically, but, I mean, it is what it is. We've got it's something that we plan for, but it never comes out to be.
So maybe a better way to ask this would be, what do you expect the total to be for your full-times plus the expected total for your part-times? And then what are you asking for on top of that?
Daytime salary officers, or daytime officers, I pay them $17 an hour because they're working days. My nighttime officers, I pay $18 an
That's how
hour.
it does.
No.
That's how it
Okay,
does.
it's not like-
So it's not more.
Total yearly
So like, look at your expense, like, that's what we go off of. We care less necessarily how you guys said it, we
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
but we care about that, okay? So you can break that onion up as many pieces as you want, that's on you.
I'm asking for 3 pieces though, that's it.
Yeah.
Basically.
But he's wanting more, but
Yeah.
strictly,
Right. Just basically, I just wanted to know, okay, you spend $172,000 a year full-time, you spend, I don't even care how much part-time on top of that, so I'm just making that number sure.
I think I got what you're saying.
And then how much extra do you need to pay, like reserves or part-timers or temporary workers, whatever, to cover these holes?
Is the number that you've got here, what you think is gonna cover all that?
Yes. We talked about that, because my figures were $6,000 more, and then they explained to me why my figures were $6,000 more. So I was off, not them, and they made the adjustments to that. So yes, this number, I believe we covered.
Okay. That's what they're asking. They're asking
Yeah.
about the reserves and how much money over full-time and part-time we are allocating here.
Oh,
So we took it off the payroll sheet.
I was actually mainly just wanting to make sure that there was enough allocated.
Yeah.
That's what I was passed on.
So we have enough for the full-time, plus the part-time,
Yes.
plus
Plus
any
the
reserve
reserves to fill
that we would
those.
need to pay.
Yes, we kind of figured that all in, so yes.
And I see you got a note here for your expected employee, and that's all factored in there too, right?
Yes.
Basically 6 months of salary is factored
The 6 months.
in. So in a year, we're gonna have to expect more, is the,
Maybe.
Maybe, possibility. I'm not gonna say no, and then, you know, I come back to you and say, well, you told us no, I'm not gonna do that.
no,
This-
yeah.
Yeah.
Logic would
Potentially,
dictate that.
this would have to go up
Yeah,
by
half.
50% for this one, or 100% for this one particular person.
We also applied for that grant, and we're hopeful that we would get that, and if we do, that'll save us some money, but we can't bank on.
But that would be,
Strictly officer pay,
Yes.
nothing else.
Right.
Now, how does that work? We budget X amount of dollars for officer pay, which if you've got enough in here to cover and you get the grant,
Basically, grant is worded for an extra officer, so like.
so we
we
don't,
have to
It's
add.
like, it's like the
second officer.
DUI grants and so forth, they're paying, you,
we can't use the money somewhere else in your budget. That's
it's,
what,
it's tied up.
I can't, I
And we
can't
can't
use it to pay
reduce his
just an
salary
officer.
by that amount if we get it.
right, that,
So you would
that's
have
what I was.
You would have to hire a new officer with that money,
Yes.
not,
What would happen?
Or add more hours or something like that. That's what
If
they
that's,
get.
if that's extra and like isn't necessarily, like you've got what you need right now and that's extra, then what happens if we hire somebody full time and then next year we don't get the grant? Then we're like paying for an extra person.
That would be the problem.
Yeah,
It would be if the grant money dries up.
then there we are.
I think there was speculation with the grant, that it pays for so long, and then we have to hold them for 2 years, well,
I believe so. I think it's a 3-year grant, and we
So
retain
in
it.
asking this, I mean, I'm not saying don't go after it, but do you need that extra person? Because we do have to pay for their salary for 2 years then, in the future, if we get it.
that's true, but we don't know what the future holds, so we.
well, take the grant,
That's
that's
what we're
2 years of their salary.
Yeah,
Well,
we do
I
know
I
that.
understand that, but again, 5 years from now, you might wish you had 20 officers instead of 5.
We might wish we had one too.
That's what I'm saying.
This is-
I think,
I know.
yeah, I think I'd be very methodical in thinking that I would probably more urge you to give overtime, use that money for overtime than I would, but if you were fully staffed at that point, just go hire another officer.
Can we?
Then you should use it for overtime, as long as it's extra on that, so I could, yeah.
I mean,
Okay, I wasn't
So-
sure.
I'm sure you could.
I just,
So what if
If there was
we,
an agreement with 3 years.
You could give, like-
could we wait? Could we hold off adding an officer until we find out about this? Because we need one,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, that's already figured in.
So at this year, your estimate was 266. You had full coverage at 266?
No. I don't think I did.
How many?
Because on our one budget, we come in and they allowed me $40,000 more on my salaries to cover because we was going to be rolled.
This is your actual. This is,
A lot of that though, there, and I understand this is your first time doing it, but a lot of your like overages and salaries is the overtime.
Yeah.
Overtime, if you have 3 employees and I'm paying all those guys 10, 15 hours of overtime, it's costing me more than 5 employees.
Right.
So, like, that's where you have to realize by having more officers, to a certain extent, it cuts
Budget
away.
will go down.
But
Right,
more
that's
officers at 40 hours or whatever your minimum is actually beneficial than having 3 with a bunch of overtime.
Right, that's what I'm trying to do.
In these 2 months, July and August and September, he went on salary, that reduced. We're missing at least 1 officer,
Yes.
so, it went down. These three
So,
ones went down.
We are currently one officer full-time down.
Yes.
Does that count the one that's coming up?
No, we're down one.
Down one even considering, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
So then the grant is not as bad, but that's what I thought. I thought you were budgeting enough to have a full staff, all your full-time officers. Plus the grant, and then in 2 years, we're gonna have an extra officer, or 3 years, we'd have an extra officer we have to pay. We don't necessarily need the extra coverage.
And part of the issue, maybe I shouldn't bring it up, but nobody's applying.
We had one apply today.
He's not-
Last night.
He's not posted,
There's a shortage everywhere, I can tell you that, from being on the courthouse and talking to the cops, and every sheriff's department short, every police department short. We're talking about the chiefs that are usually office guys that are running cars on the street. Still saying, did you budget to be at the end?
Labor.
Get those certified?
I mean, if she doesn't say that, I keep her
Tired and come back to the office. I think it'd be wonderful, actually.
We'll put you on a horse.
I have my own one.
Hey, we're saving money already.
Big desert eagle hanging on your head. The gold,
Gold tiger stripe. Yep.
My horse is scared of everybody, so if I don't work out.
Man, we could really cut down on foods.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know, hay's going pretty high.
Plenty of grass around here.
Yes, control.
And mowing the grass.
We put up the fence around the park.
Just turn loose. There you
Grazing
go.
there at night.
Any more discussion on that? All right.
So basically, your salaries are for 4 full-times, 2 part-times, and your extra that you need for any reserves or overtime or whatever it has to be. That's all covered?
Payroll sheet. Unless you guys remember.
Or is that for 3
Kelly, what
full-timers,
is-
hoping you get the grants and hire for?
There you go, the actual somewhat like, because this is
I'm
usually
paying
for.
It's for 2 daytime, 2 nighttime, myself, and, you know, when he becomes
Fair.
full-time. That's,
6.
Dispatcher.
and my dispatcher, that's 7. It's 7.
7 full-time employees.
Yes,
But that includes you and the dispatcher too.
Yes.
So it takes us down to 5.
Yes.
I think so you need 4.
I need 4 full-time
Control.
covered days and nights, because they have to rotate, you know.
But you said it 7 minus 2 would be 4.
Okay, you got the chief, you got the detective, and you got the dispatcher.
Oh,
You're not counting the detective.
Yes,
You need
I was.
4 full-times here, detective,
dispatch.
dispatch, and chief.
The same.
That's where you're getting your 7.
Yes.
Okay. So the detective is not considered one of the full-time officers,
Not yet.
okay? Because that's what you said, you needed 4 full-time officers.
Right, yeah.
That's what I'm asking, okay.
4 full-time patrol officers.
Patrol officers,
Patrol.
plus the detective,
Plus-
plus the chief, plus the dispatch.
That's
We are.
Your technically gonna start patrolling some too, that's all there is to it.
How much does the law enforcement tax that that's 2 years ago bring in every year?
It was like 95 this year, wasn't it?
Got it in.
It's right up here.
I saw it in here somewhere.
Put on the counter.
It's on the top.
95,566.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 22.
Should be about the same. Might be a little less.
I was gonna say, if sales tax has been down, probably a little less. Because that's what it is, right, sales tax.
But sales, it's a 0.5% sales tax.
Is that those machines they're playing with?
There's ways for the city to do it.
They, what is it?
This is what, 95, we went to have
we keep talking, I can't believe they haven't passed some regulations on those yet. I mean, I've been asking about Hardwick every time I see them, they go to fail.
We talked about this for years, can we get a percentage or a tax on that?
I don't know, because all of the taxes we have are authorized by statute somewhere. And all that gaming stuff is regulated by, no one knows, and that's what they keep trying to pass laws to do. And whoever's getting kickbacks up in this, or whatever's going on, they're not passing any laws or any, I can't believe they're still in there. When they first popped up, I thought the first thing they would do, I thought, they're not regulating. I thought the first thing they would do is pass laws about who's gonna regulate it, and they haven't touched it since all the legislation keeps falling down.
Somebody up there must have a lot of them.
We can try, I mean.
Probably.
Really cool, this chance.
Gives a chance, gaming issues.
Well, it's actually a keynote, isn't it?
Right?
Or a pool tap, it's a pool tap. That's what they
There's
call
slot
it.
machines.
I was like, what are the
No,
slot
they fall
machines?
under pool taps under the regulation. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm like, oh,
Don't you remember the old pool tap machines you bought?
There's all kinds of them out there.
That's why when it comes out of the paper. These are weird.
I mean, basically the way I look at it is either we get some off of it or we'll.
All the parties have a local license, whether they do too.
Probably just I mean,
Special
machine.
special kind
They
of
won't blink
license.
it. They won't blink it.
Special purpose.
That's easy,
Just
but
write it down.
that's another officer to do it, right? I'm serious.
I mean, I'm gonna bring it to shows and charge.
Yeah.
Well, that's what comes.
Yes.
How many they put in there?
I've never played. Thanks for your wonderful work. You do great work, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Have a great night.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, reach mentioned that, yeah, we truly appreciate you. You must have voted on that. How much you appreciate
You can't vote on anything in a budget workshop. Do you need me to stay to tell you that?
See, that's why we keep you.
You can't vote on anything in a budget workshop.
Have a good night.
Okay.
So Robert's, you can't change. Insurance you can't change.
And that's the current rate, and the insurance might not be.
So everybody.
How much more do you
That's
have?
gonna be enough.
Let's just get to the cut of that.
$100 for the, oh, total, you're going to, you're supposed to skip straight to the bottom.
You told me to go line by line.
I'm just curious, it's total, because I like to know. It's so we keep trying to ask people.
He's asking for another $114,000. You want to get right into it?
But you're laughing, but when I come to you, I got a card to go up, said I could get a $10,000 motor or $5,000 transmission, that stuff starts adding up. And it's, you can't take care of stuff, you know, used when you got it, and we're still going back and fixing stuff.
Hey, I have a real question though. Is the AC finally fixing that?
It is, actually, I took it out and it's fixed.
15 times later.
Well,
No
this
exaggeration.
is my question, they went to three different shops, one twice. And I took it down there, and they found a problem, it was a cracked, condenser. I wonder why the other two shops didn't catch it, I mean, it come out pretty good, how can you not catch that? Yes, it is fixed. Brandon's thankful since he got back from Alaska, he's thankful.
I think more people are covering this, maybe.
I think it's for 5.
We even had that when we go through. Hand in hand in hand. you have to have 90-day service before you get the insurance, so. Just making sure. I mean, that's a third of his, of his increase. Salaries is about half, and then there's some software.
The dispatch deal.
And my other thing is, if we saw a decrease in revenue from sales tax this year, what's next year?
We don't know.
Next year's election year.
Yeah, some more, yeah, definitely.
That's what I'll play on that. See, what can we have in there?
The estimate, I could be off on the estimate.
Yeah, but if I remember right, that's how we did it. Every year past, there's usually like 4%. Well, I think we figured 3, and it really would be increased by about 5% every year. But this year, we're going to figure a 1% increase. And we're just barely going to get it even for all.
Well, those that happened year.
Yeah.
COVID,
Well, it went up
craziest thing
5%.
that COVID is
Yeah.
so good for our economy. I mean, all around.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, but all around in our community. Other communities it wasn't, but the Ford and everything else, I mean, just keeps going and people will
it's
find
also
out.
like, also decisions that we're going to require we already done.
Yes.
Hopefully maybe going forward, we learn from this and, grow up.
Yeah.
Short-term living, I'm sure.
My 401k misses
She was being terrible.
that's what I was saying.
All right, anyway, that's a problem we can't solve. Auto repair and maintenance.
6:30.
Yes, Kate.
Just a-
Yeah, and insurance went up, but we don't even know what the property and liability insurance.
Insurance always, I mean, they find it equal to go level, so.
61 is
What's A?
okay, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
61. Oh. I can't remember. I was like, I was looking for it now. Yeah.
Well, the gasoline was down from last year.
We're gonna call that one, that voice.
Yeah.
You remember this conversation we had about?
I remember when we were sitting right here and it got brought up. It's like, wait a second, our base spend this
I'm a
much
scared
extra
kid.
and maintenance only went up by like a little bit. Like they spent 500 more than normal or something, you know?
I'm asking you that one works at, just in case gas does go back up.
The 60
Okay.
which if salaries go up, we're comparable.
Which line is it?
We were wet dispatch,
I gotta get with Currington, presenting with the agreement, so he can present it to his council. I offered the same thing I told you guys in closed session, what I offered, so he just gotta get it approved through
You need to see a contract.
I have it,
Or you can have it.
I do have it. Technically, it's an agreement according to what it's wrote, but how do you guys want to proceed?
You still have to vote on it.
You guys still have to vote on the money. And you see what it goes.
Do we actually spend $300 a month on phones?
On what?
For phones?
Yes, because they have a problem.
That Wi-Fi.
Our phone.
is terrible. No, we're talking about your Wi-Fi, your AT&T mobile.
Your phone expense, it says $3,600 or $3,500 for launch. That's for your card.
Yeah, that's for all of the stuff outside my car and stuff.
And then unhappy with phones, so we request an extra $1,500 to $5,000. What's that?
That's our landline phone, whatever you want to call it.
That's a one-time expense of $1,500, or is that every year from now on? That's like,
Are you trying to get brand new phones?
Desk
One
phone?
time, put you guys to look at the phone service too.
We got new, some new
We
iPhones.
got new phones, we got issues anymore.
We know that.
So I would say that's something with your IT when it is with the phones.
We have
zero issues in that.
So we talked with Mark and the phone
Well, I
lady.
would venture to say, I'm gonna disagree with that and say that it's something on there. It's always been something with your guys' firewall that's hurt those phones.
Is that like the other day when I had you, see it was wanting to pick up and push one to dispatch and that
They
goes.
just keep looking, and we told this lady, we talked to her. And she
Oh,
goes,
yeah, 'cause you had the automated thing.
Yes.
No, it won't even ring down there for Carrie.
and she says, well, it's your IT. I said, no, it's not. Our IT's got a thing, it works. We call out, but you can't call in.
Once we got new phones, we were good.
Yeah, that's what's weird. You have issues with retail.
Well, you guys don't forward the phones either.
No.
So we don't know if it's some kind of software glitch that it's not forwarding.
It randomly started doing this day.
Do they have the same
Like, they're
phone?
random.
Do you have?
Yeah, they all came the same day, they
Yeah.
brought them all.
Is there any kind of warranty?
So what if they can maybe come in and reprogram that wall?
We asked the lady if she would, and Terry never did an answer from her.
Well, we didn't call John.
No.
John, what's his name, Air, is that what he- yeah.
Is that who set them up?
Yeah, he's the guy in charge.
Oh,
So they do not have some kind of warranty or service plan?
They're normally, say they're paying the budget, they can be dealt with. It just takes time to usually.
We'll call him tomorrow.
I would honestly though, no, this, I would say it's more either your firewall or programming, because I haven't heard the girls complain one bit. Even when I call up here, like I can actually hear now.
well, you guys had problems, when we had problems, the phone went out. They just, they
That was
crashed.
internet though, right?
I was gonna say,
I don't think it was internet, so we had internet, we didn't have phone.
I don't remember.
I kept rebooting.
Where there wasn't any, that everybody's phone was down. But we definitely have more issues than over here.
I mean, I'll be honest, the issue that we're having right now is the leak. Our phones ain't been down, they, maybe it's some kind of software or something, it's just got a glitch, I don't know. But every time we reach out to the lady who installed them,
Oh, we need to call this John.
yeah,
He's her boss.
someone better, so.
Maybe I'll call him and then let you call him, because you know
On the
what's
work
going on.
comp increase in premium, so I'm guessing the premiums on work comp went up, but it's only a $3,000 increase from last year. So does that take into account the new salary addition? So that's what work comp's based on, the salary. So if we add an extra salary, it's gonna go up.
We've sent them the numbers.
That's what they're saying. Okay.
Now, they will do an audit, and we might have to pay, or they might give us money back.
I've never got money back. Every time.
Well, I'm optimistic.
I write checks for like $5,000 every audit for extra additional.
Yeah.
They find something.
And they
Every
still-
6 months.
And your work on business.
Hey, we just switched ours to weekly. It comes off our QuickBooks payroll. And so we're paying, we probably don't get as good a discount as you do when you pay it in full, but I don't have to go back and change it. Because like summer now or whatever, some guy comes and works 3 months and they bill me extra for it.
Somebody works 3 days.
You'll have that. You'll have that. I didn't catch it.
Alright. What's the 3 radio radios?
Okay, we applied for a grant for radios, for 3 radios, which, if y'all recall, I was promised 3 more radios 6 months after I got other ones, but due to circumstances, we just held off. This grant came up, we submitted it. It's a reimbursement grant.
Okay, so you buy it and then they pay you back.
Yes, but if for some reason we can't pay up front, there is possible an option that they'll advance us the funding.
If we get approved for the grant, then we need to look at it and say,
Right, I don't,
so we don't
it's just, that was just an option that was in there.
So that, the number there includes that 11.5?
Yes, that was the quote that we got from RCS.
What's the rest of it for?
The what?
Oh, that's under small tools and equipment, okay. I got you.
So if we take out,
Well, and we also spent 7,700 last year as well.
On the 3 radios.
So we should be able to take that out
We should be able
and
to
take
do
the 11.5 out and drop that 18 down to it's nothing, right? You don't have any other small tools and equipment. That's what that would be.
We put it in there because the equipment didn't have no line on equipment.
I understand that, but if you're applying for a grant and you get approved for that grant, then we'll just move the money over there.
Right, yes.
So we can drop the 18,000 because you don't need the 700 of it that you spent last year already. There's
No.
You need the 11.5 for the grant, so that can just basically go away and you other small tools.
unless there's.
Yeah, something else besides for any unrelated.
There is a thing,
It's not in there now.
but it's not in there right now.
Yeah.
So
So if we drop it
move
down to 5,
Right, we can always move it, I can always come back later and ask you
I
stuff.
know.
Let's limit it to 3,000, so then we have to
I'm just thinking we gotta really drop this down.
leave it
Yeah.
1,000, we'll take 17 off.
Okay, so that becomes $1,000.
1,000.
and like I said, if we get that grant and they want a reimbursement, it's great.
We've not changed anything else, right? in this,
Yeah.
Yo, force it, not yet. It's coming, but not yet.
The money's gotta come somewhere, I mean, that's.
So here's this telephone expense, does that include the purchasing of new telephones? Because it says unhappy with phones.
That's what we just talked
No, that
about.
was, we talked about that earlier.
So we
So
can
does
drop
need
that
to be
down.
answered?
Well, we can, no,
Because we got, well, we got new phones already.
How much of that was in the phone?
there was no charge for the phone.
1,500.
I think that's for the service.
Yeah.
$1,505 is what it went up from last year's. So that's why.
There may have been
Well, it's the same,
1,500.
it's the same amount budgeted as last year, just spend it all.
All right.
Yeah, the 5,000 is the same as what they had budgeted last year.
But they don't.
But now,
they don't spend
but last year we bought new phones though,
Right.
right? So we should be able to drop that down. So
We didn't,
We'll have
we
to-
didn't buy new phones, the phones were free, we're paying for the service.
I thought we paid for
I
it.
thought they were like $200 a piece.
Yeah, I was saying, I think we paid for those.
Otherwise, I'm not sure why we have $3,500 just for the.
Yeah, I think the phones were actually a couple of $100 a piece. I think that's actually better than the drop I could do.
How many phones do you have there?
Five.
Good.
Yeah, awesome.
It's huge.
You already paid for it.
You've never made 500 calls once.
How many lines do you
No,
have?
that's what it is.
They're too lazy to walk down the hall or yell down the hall.
Now that I would.
What, I was like, do you even have 5 lines down there? Okay.
One of those phones is supposed to be PMPs. But I don't feel that we should supply PMPs with a phone.
No, honestly, me and
We
you
already
should be paying rent.
changed it.
Well, that's between you and the state, I have nothing to do with that. That's why I didn't want to move it to the PD like the prior chief one. That's the same one, that wouldn't happen.
They either start paying rent, they find someplace else to go, or they write the wrong. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, that's up to you guys. I'm good with it.
We're always got like a soup kitchen, tip city, all kinds of stuff.
Probably relatively anyway.
Tell her it's able a one-way ride up there. Every time they want.
Give bus tickets one way.
Problem is, they find a way back, that's the problem.
I'm thinking we might have bought those phones the year before.
No, they're bought right before TJ left.
We bought those now.
I'm talking about the office phones. Office phones?
Those ones, yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, maybe 6 months.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I think I was the one that brought it up, it's like, didn't we just spend money on phones? Like, why
Because they had to come down, they had to install themselves.
The female,
The whole, yeah,
the
the
female,
whole.
we don't install the ones down here. I don't know who did it.
I feel like we spend entirely too much money on phones.
I don't want to complain about.
But the sad thing is, and dang phone probably ring off the hook all day long, don't they?
Today,
I want the one thing that hasn't improved since I was like
Tomorrow's the
13 years
30th.
old, cell phone.
They'll all be ringing tomorrow.
It's
It was good, yeah, there was a time, like, I would say, well, maybe like 2010, it was like really good, and then it just.
Yeah, I think it's terrible. They keep introducing like, okay, we go from, you know,
Like a 17G,
yeah,
whatever.
we'll be in 40G for too long, and really all that means is my phone.
Not here.
doesn't
It means nothing here.
Yeah, it was.
It matters if you live in a city.
September of 22.
I wonder how much our expectations.
So that was the year
are.
before. September 22.
Just like, people used to like load my data.
No,
I will say
no,
that,
no,
like, I can like stream data
No.
the entire time I'm driving now, except for on the.
No, they're not.
That portion.
You see what I'm saying? Well, ours was,
I tried to load the
it was
web.
2,200.
3 hours to load the
Oh, yeah, that was right before TJ was told that leave. But this year started October of 22.
You're free of that.
You doubted me.
So I guess pretty much it's $5,000 per phone expense for the year if necessary. And this
Because
is,
we spent how much last year on 5 phones? About 1,000 at least?
It's 5 phones and they're 200.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could drop the 3,500 down to.
No, it's
Yeah, we can take 1,500.
It was in the year
You
before.
pay 1,500.
But they're asking for 5, and Trevor's going to take 1,500 off.
Yes.
I mean, we can, but I didn't have to ask for it.
We're gonna have to trim some fat.
I understand. I'm just saying.
I think that's an easy place to trim, $1,500.
Take it down to 30. That was the year before.
It was right at the end of the year.
September 22.
You make it our master.
I guess.
I don't know.
I'm just working on it from there.
No, I don't. I'm good. Nobody'd be able to read my writing, so it doesn't matter.
Travelers points.
I mean, that's for training and stuff. If you have to go.
We'll go up to 500.
We've actually not spent anything this year.
Because I take my choice.
And they don't
We haven't
spend
had to
it
say.
on it.
If you're gonna stay in the night.
Yeah, so we'll do Jeff City, Turner.
I'm guessing most of the training's gonna be in Jeff City, or Springfield,
Yeah,
St. Louis.
something we can drive. You know, unless it's one of the things that's a real early morning train, then we might have to go do something.
You can get up early, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
We'll be quite quick.
4 a.m., you drove back for the Jets, it's good, you're good.
I did. I did about
I did too.
I did that for
10 years, so.
10 years and 3 cars total for a year.
I just wore it out, I didn't get nothing.
90 miles an hour.
Nope. Every year it was under 60 miles an hour.
He was on the brakes.
Yeah. Was that after you hit the?
Oh my gosh. All right over there, in that white Cadillac. He hit it, he thought it was a hog, he thought it was a feral hog, and it rolled. And he's like, they don't do that. And it was a bunch of weeds out, so he's like, we can do it better.
fast ones.
Yeah, and it flipped over the City Clerk.
yeah.
It went like, I could see it through the sunroof. It was landing behind me, I was like,
I had one that I like stopped, and I was almost at a complete stop, and it was still on the road, and then it ran into the side of my truck.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah,
mad.
Mom and Dad had that happen. It jumped the ditch, stopped, and then just wham, right into the tire.
I popped over a hill and there were two running like directly at me. And they like just, I mean, I figured they were gonna take a mirror, but they just like barely, I was like, oh.
For everybody. I didn't make it to the deer that I see in the morning, though. They are so chill.
It's all that medical marijuana.
I think it's like so early, but they're still like just chilling before they start moving.
Using the left side of
So
your
I'm not gonna say anything, we will.
Weapons purchases, 3,000, coming up this year.
I'm trying to replace shotguns that were sold.
Let's not go down that road again with the cheap stuff.
The Remington, you're looking at
Let's go Mossbergs now.
and I looked at them, but they're still just as
They're
pricey as
probably
Remington.
higher than Remingtons, but I think if I
I'd
was
rather
gonna
go with the Mossberg.
hit on a Mossberg, I think I would trust
are you
Mossberg.
looking for non-lethal or
Both.
well, no, lethal? Cheap, it's cheap.
I have one lot that's set up a non-lethal.
I think I would go with at least the 500s. I would not buy one of the, what are their cheap Mossbergs, the
Maverick ATs.
Mavericks? I don't think, I mean, like if you're going to the range just to blow crap up, then it's fine, but like, they're damn, you guys made other choices that I wouldn't make.
You guys, I would not have this.
I said you guys. I would not trust my life with some of this stuff, so. That's all.
Does that include, does that line item include ammunition?
Yes.
How
it
many,
does.
how many shotguns do you use? For just one each car?
And that's not counting my car.
You don't have a shotgun, yeah. Your office.
What did you just tell me earlier? I need to go out and start patrolling.
No, him, that was him.
He does sometimes, I used to, or not, I'll be honest.
You gotta save some money somehow. All right, so 3 shotguns is $1,500.
And then ammo for another 15.
How many rounds you want for everything?
You know, I left that over there. I had it all broke down and it's
Roughly.
Have we not bought any ammo this year?
5.56, how many rounds?
5.56, I think it was at 500 for duty.
So there's 500. How many?
And I had some for qualifications and practice.
How many?
See, that's, I said 500 on that too. So thousands.
It's not enough.
The 5.56 ammo this year was purchased by officers. We bought ammo.
Okay, so
Yeah, they did. They bought their own.
You bought your own?
we should go get
Officers
it.
bought ammo this year.
So in 5.56, $1,400.
Well,
That's
let me-
$1,500 for training.
Let me,
and 500.
let me say this. For the ammo that I had figured, I can tell you it was $1,800 for all of it. That's 12 gauge all the way down to 9mm.
If you only have 500 rounds of training, that's not
Well,
enough.
it's not, but again, I'm cutting the fat as much as I can.
I don't know if that's what they think.
That's not someplace like that with that. I mean,
I catch a fat at your $10,000 new vehicle.
you can have a range day where you shoot 90 rounds, 100 rounds,
Exactly.
but you run a lot. You run dry fire drills too. And if you guys want to do that, I mean, that's what I do, because I'm not spending
Just let me know so I can watch.
You're all invited out anytime.
Just let me know.
Bring your own fans, I'm telling you. 'cause it's-
So how much do you have on hand now?
You have no 5.56.
I had no 5.56 and no 12 gauge. And
But you don't have
I had
shotguns.
approximately 480 rounds, I think.
So you have 0 shotguns right now?
We have one less than.
I got one less than lethal. And it's,
But no ammo.
and it's loaded with 5 rubber slugs, that's all I have.
Has anybody that works for us now shot it before?
The less than victim is me.
That maybe we should.
But that includes what I told you, the 1,800, it's included with some of the practice rounds for that.
I will say this, that, and this, I think this goes back to Gary, when he bought ammo and was talking about how good of a deal he got it because it was for police or whatever, and you can buy it cheap. Like, the price he paid for it was more than what I paid for it.
Where you gonna buy your ammo?
I've got it over there, it's Winchester ammunition.
So, yeah, like, I'm talking training stuff, not.
Yeah, this has both, but yeah, you're right, and that's the thing. He was
Just watch is all I was meaning.
Gary was getting it from, Uranus' gun shop.
I don't care, I'm just saying, I would
That's
watch
where,
because,
and I thought they were kind of high too, but I didn't say nothing because,
I mean, if we had somebody like in town that's selling it, you know, you pay a little bit. I'm not sure that 1,500 or 1,800, whatever you said, is enough for everybody to.
You're not gonna get your vehicle if you do that.
Yeah, I remember that.
and I had to give you that, Mike, I had to give you something real good about yourself.
Because red line.
Yes, sir.
I don't even want you to think about buying a $10,000 vehicle.
No,
And then
that's
the
okay.
next thing is we talk about,
Like we did what?
The issue, like, we talked about that too, the issue of finding.
I mean, should I have asked for 60 for a brand new?
You want
I've had that chance.
40.
If you needed a car, you would have had a better chance asking for 60 for a new one as opposed to 10 for a used one. If you
if
need it.
you need one. But we bought a bunch of vehicles.
Put a star next to it for next year.
60.
It's like that thing that just stays on your Christmas list.
I don't want to jinx myself. Right now, the vehicles we have are getting by.
You don't say.
Drive to Jeff City.
Our daughter goes to gymnastics every week, twice a week, so.
Although I will say after an hour drive, it's just not as good.
No, but it's
You get
still
bold.
pretty good. The bowl is.
I get the,
I think so.
You get it.
the fajita veggies get mushy.
But see, okay, so
Well, that's good.
we're gonna get off subject here, so.
We already are off subject, what are you talking about? All right, so we're gonna cut another
Well, we're cutting up 10 now.
$8,500 or $85,000.
Did we do the 35, is that what we did?
Yes, yeah.
35.
Also, we know, or Trevor, don't say Trevor.
Spend it wisely.
I know that's the only thing that covers the department anymore.
Mark the vehicle that way.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
If we do, you can cut someplace. Seriously. Hey, good.
Now, I do think it's gonna be lower than what we have, because we don't have people right now. We put them in for the whole year.
Where you're at.
I mean, I don't wanna,
I think that's in my budget, man.
What was it last year? Oh, we have to figure that out, don't you?
That's right, well, I'm just saying, I think that was it almost, but my line items.
What were we last year?
Well, it's got to continue.
I mean, we had this discussion, can we afford, we thought pushing, 450 was pushing what we could actually afford. I mean, with what we bring in, we're spending a third of what we bring
So,
in.
did you update everything on the front with the stuff we did last week? Yes. Okay.
except that, you know, I'm not sure Pat has enough for the asphalt that he wants to do on the streets.
Did we hear about?
I think it was, for us, was 25,000 on a block for all that place. I mean, I hate to say it, I know it's some labor, they don't like it, but concrete would spin it better. I thought I drove by.
Expensive on them.
With those changes, did it take down to like 537, that we that name?
Yeah.
So this was the streets he has, West 60th.
I wonder about the end of Wall Street too.
And these are the hydrants that we need to get done, some of them leak.
With the price,
Well,
45,000 a block.
a block. There's 8 blocks there, $225,000.
8 blocks away.
Well, that's a block.
Pay
Oh,
his
oh, 8,
list
okay.
that he wants.
Seven.
Or even if we do the one,
And this one is at the bottom.
So that's probably, I hate to say this, not just because it's our road, but that's the most traveled road out of all these.
it should, you should have had number 1, and number
Is
6 should
is
be
North
number
Allen
2.
400 block the one that's gravel?
Yes,
Okay.
that needs to go.
Yeah.
Locust, I will say, north and south Locust on either side. Wait a second, no, that'd be on either
He's
side of
just
Fifth
got
Street,
one.
not on,
North,
north and south Locust. Fifth Street's divided.
north is up by me.
Which street are you on?
Locust, that little rough patch
Yeah,
of
there's a
locust.
block over from them.
Yes.
Not 100. That'd be like 300. 100's gonna be on either side of Fifth Street.
Yeah, that's 300 up by you.
That's not that bad. I wonder if he meant.
So he's, no, is he talking about up there by
Still
the admin building?
$25,000 a block.
Right.
Is that the admin building, that 100?
No, it's not. Well, it might be 100 south. It's 100 south.
He's
There's
talking
south
about
and north.
And then
Oh.
no, south and
On the other side of
That's
Fifth
it.
Street would be more.
Yeah, which I don't, if anything, I would say the 200 south, which would be next to the park store, that's rough right there. And that probably doesn't get used quite a bit, yeah. But either way, at 25,000 a block, I don't know if we're going to need it.
I think that's, I hate to say that, they've always been good to us, but that's why we didn't use them last time. They were double the price of anybody else.
Who just did Y Highway? Did the county do their own?
Yeah. Oh, in between one.
Yeah, along the river.
Oh, no, that was.
Or that's good, no, that was it. Yeah, from the end of O all the way to the highway, across the bridge.
No. Somebody is doing O right now.
Oh, is that the
That'd be
state?
state.
Yeah, that's what you said.
It's a contractor in the state.
So they do little sections at a time.
Are they actually paving it? Like putting
There's
black
a
asphalt on it?
full pay, whatever.
Yeah, you could say that.
It's not the chip and seal crap like on the highway.
It's just. the
It looks
most
like
ghetto
thinner
way-
layer
It's the
of
most ghetto way I would.
They're
say.
doing full pay.
Yes, that's true.
So it's gonna be crap.
Yes.
The first time they.
And they're not very good at it anyway. I hate to be a mom, but they're just not good at it. It's terrible.
Not about 6 months, so before.
So there's 12 fire hydrants that are out of service.
They're like 3,500 apiece, I think.
Yeah, almost 37 now, 38.
We're having a hard time. You really want to recommend it?
Well, you just asked me about his other stuff. It's not in there.
So, we've got to figure something out with that. What do we do?
Take away the TV on this.
I mean, what number do we want to be at? If we spent 450 last year, do we want to be 475 this year? Realistically?
It's, yeah, I mean, that's realistic, we want to, but if I'm being realistic, at the same token, I mean, stuff's went up so much, what do we do? This is a struggle.
But our
This is
income
a-
hasn't gone
Yeah, I
up.
agree. This is a struggle. Nobody outside here realizes, when you see how many people show up here, that they have no idea why we can't do stuff. It's just because of this. We got such a limited budget. And,
Well, see, we hadn't had a test there this year, we didn't have last year.
I mean, we knew that was going to, I think that's,
But the idea was to get better employees because we offer benefits.
I think that's
because, I mean,
better.
there's, yeah.
I think it'll help our employee retention long term.
I mean, when you go to hire, that's one thing they ask for. Like,
Turnover is expensive.
Yes. And that's something, I mean, really, I mean, yeah, but for us,
Training time.
as a city, I mean, that's something we don't really have. I mean, if we have something to brag on, it's probably internally. We don't have an issue really with that, so. Not this year. Next year, we will.
I say we need to at least shoot around 500. That was very, 537.
I don't even know where that comes from.
I don't either, I'm just saying, that's what we should shoot for. We could trim fuel prices a little bit, or your fuel budget, you've left an extra 3,000, which we didn't use last year. I mean, it's 2,600, but still, I mean, there's a chance they go up, but
September, October, November, you're probably not gonna be for board. For next year. I mean, I don't want to shoot you in the foot at all.
I mean, if that's where we getting one every 3 weeks, one candidate, maybe every 3 weeks.
Why not do that?
Two total.
And we're all in, we're all every platform there.
We just have to figure something out.
With those, I think with the payments. You got one of those here, guys, tell me you know what's wrong. You actually, two. Yeah, one was over there, but I think two.
That one,
One of those by me. One of those by me.
Usually.
I don't know the other one. But that's what they're all about.
Super trippy.
Well, there's one that usually, it's on that one.
That's a
The sign
different,
we sent you.
it's a county estimate.
Yeah. Well, his neighbor had to sign it.
Not one, but yeah.
Robert, you ever thought about going to the police academy? I said, you ever thought about going to the police academy?
No. Don't qualify.
Does the health insurance have anybody to help that we don't have? The health insurance, does it have anybody to say it? We don't. But an officer, how do we do grant? The answer, I think it's no. Yeah.
It don't work today, I'm gonna go Medicaid.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it's kind of not necessarily what we did the grant. I mean, that's the only way to find that amount of money.
I just think we have to.
I mean, there's just literally no.
That's half of what we bring in as a city every year.
It's always hard. I mean, we know that.
I know.
There's always a struggle.
But still, yeah, it's went up. It used to be a third and now it's half. It's went up a lot in the last 2 years. I realize expenses, but still, yeah.
Well, and there's.
But when our income isn't coming up, but our expenses are.
Well, the business side says you can't do that, and that's why we do it here, so.
Actually,
There's
the
an
police
additional
district
expense
still
here that we weren't
anticipating,
anticipating, but it's very necessary.
Yeah.
What you like to do with it,
Some of the stuff like the software expense, yeah, that's a big chunk right there because it's got to be bought at once.
I think salaries are the biggest expense. I mean, by far, you guys cost us, I mean, it is necessary evil. I mean, you guys cost us so much money.
Oh, yeah.
We can take the money, now, we can take money, remember, how much are we gonna have, how much are we gonna have left over in court?
No, it's just, it's on your,
Do we,
like, dues. Yeah.
do you know how much money we'll have left over in court?
It doesn't work.
What's that?
Do you anticipate how much money we'll have left over in court?
She only did it for 3 months, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't do a whole year.
We were just doing it by year, January.
January should be,
We
We got
took it down 40
one
grand.
salary out, saves us on more comp, waters, Medicare, energy insurance.
After that's done, we come back.
We can
January.
reevaluate.
Maybe sales tax will pick up. Who knows?
I mean, I just really don't know where else it can come from. It's not at all what I want. At all.
It will still be over still be spending more on revenue, period. Total.
What? Oh,
Even when you take it out, it's still gonna be more.
Much more.
Well, right now, we're spending 196 more than we bring it
Was
in.
that include ARPA?
But ARPA's only in there at 50. So it's 140.
So we have to take out our reserves just to.
To cover it.
Just to cover, is that for current year, is that for one or is that?
No,
yeah,
no,
next
for
year.
next year?
We're gonna, if you take out the ARPA, we'll be more than even this year.
We just. It's a bad habit to get into, to start taking out those.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I agree, really. I think it's terrible that you want to operate your business that way.
only, to me, the
If
only time
somebody
you
told
would
me,
do that.
hey,
is
you
if
have to
it's-
spend a year of your salary to break even, I mean, why would you even go to work? Or a year of your savings? Don't do that.
To me, you should only dip into that for like a
Car,
capital.
large expense, yes.
Or a sewer plant upgrade.
Right.
And see, there's a lot, that, I mean, who knows about that? I've yet to get a detailed list of that. So I may be low on the 50.
Cut a salary, drop our insurance down a little bit. Should be down, we'll take fully off of it, the insurance and.
With the taxes and the law.
Take a step forward, 90.
Let's get that green. We're trying, I know, yeah, I know. It's not enough money. We're talking about options.
And that's probably, I mean, it's not terrible anyway, because you figure it's most likely you won't have to be hired in the next 2-3 months, so. I mean, I hope we do, but I don't.
I mean, you want to manage everything with the people you have now. And I'd rather see you do that longer than to hire somebody that is not qualified. I'd rather see you work short staff than to have staff full.
I mean, I get that from you guys' point of view, but when my officers are burnt out because they're working too much on their family time and they quit, and that makes me short. This is what I'm looking at, this is what happened to the state with DOC, they burnt everybody out, so they can't find anybody to work. This is what I'm trying to keep from doing.
Because you're not finding anybody to work anyway.
We hope I still got work.
And still look.
We're not saying you can't,
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, stop.
What we're saying is,
And I am taking my time.
that money's gotta come from somewhere.
Right.
Unfortunately, your department doesn't have it, the state budget doesn't have it, so.
I still think there'll be money for when you find somebody.
Yeah, there will. There'll be-
Because it's just gonna be these next 2 months you might not
Yeah.
find the person.
Maybe the first and next 2 months with the site of Better swing again next year.
Usually revisit the budget in April.
And we can revisit it, so if you find some stellar candidate, it's not saying that you can't hire them. What we're saying is that right now, we can't grant you that authority to spend money that we don't have. You wouldn't operate, nobody here on the pool, I should say, would operate their own bank account that way. I went and go to buy me $1 million house when I only had $650,000 in the bank. Who would write that check? I would. That's what makes sense. And basically, by us.
We set our budget up like that. It won't be long until that we left.
Right, I understand that.
You figure, yeah, it's like, you keep eating and eating that, something like that. It's just, eventually will put the city on a perfect run.
And we anticipated this last year when we did the budget that we'd overspend 108, and we didn't. I mean, possibly we won't. we're gonna overspend if our estimates are right, and they say 36 or something.
And if you can, we'll just start on the try. Save us some money. Because if in April you have an excess there for someone to go from, salary, that's not much, but some.
So other things may not be what we budget for in other departments, it may be cheaper. It may add more money.
You're gonna rework the numbers, and send it to us again?
And we will try to get it done, if not tomorrow, but
And that seems to me like the reserves if we were doing the purchase of property,
Yeah,
like an opportunity.
that makes sense, financial sense, you know, I can pursue that.
Yeah, that's what reserve funds are for, or something.
Something catastrophic
Yes.
breaks or something.
Well,
So every time lightning strikes the tower, it's that much. Yes, that's what happens. Yes.
I do remember that. I remember it.
Like that well, that's the unluckiest thing on this planet.
don't be disheartened, because I think it's gonna be okay. It's right now.
Yeah.
It looks,
It is what it is.
We've got to get our numbers
numbers,
to work.
but then the reality may be
Better,
different.
yeah.
Better, way better.
But we
we
can't.
do this every year, and I'll tell you, at the end of every time, it always works out.
Then it's okay.
I get it, and like I said, I understand you guys' point of view. I mean, I'm trying to fix everything at once, so that's why the budget looks the way it does on my end.
And we can't fix everything.
I know.
at once.
And I see that, and I understand. But that's why I have you guys to know we can't do this, but we can do this. How about this?
What I will say, and just so this is very clear and open, your officers should never pay for their own ammunition, so if they need to get turn that into reimbursed. That should never be a habit, and I don't even want to think about that, so they should always be reimbursed.
Trying to say this.
The other officer's not here, so we'll go.
Pass out. So
Yeah, that's a very bad
We
habit.
have some kind of form that can be like a reimbursement form. that we do.
Yeah, especially for,
First of all, the ones that rank below that.
So, I mean, that's a valid expense to sit in the back with.
So if they're between the hours of future and 7 and anything else?
no, keep asking. I mean, keep.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, that's good.
Tell her about 10, 15 times a day. I keep asking.
Kelly's name don't say that.
Deanna hears from me every once in a while, and I can't figure that out, so it's all good.
I think so.
Mike, can I ask a question?
No, it's not a meeting, Robert. I've had too long of a day.